Since the pandemic began last year, the whole United Kingdom has been engaged in a great national effort to fight COVID. And there's no doubt that in fighting the old variant of the virus, our collective efforts were working and would have continued to work. But we now have a new variant of the virus, and it's been both frustrating and alarming.
So hi, welcome back to the Man Cave UK. So it's been a long time since I've done any channel update. It's been probably around 4 months, to be honest, since I've done any proper video. Other than the Game Room tour, which obviously went up last week and it's been doing really well. I think about 300 people have watched it so far, which is really, really fantastic. I did actually do a channel update only a couple of days ago, but due to the announcement from Boris, which is Lockdown 3.0, unfortunately a lot that was in that video was kind of talking about what was going to happen this year, really, at least the next couple of months, and the hope that when we got to spring that we'd have all the retro events back and everything would be back to at least some form of normality, really. So yeah, it's a bit crazy what's going on at the moment. But I just want to do a channel update. I just want to speak about kind of what I've been through in the last 3 or 4 months, where the channel's going and where the channel's come from, really, because like I say, a lot has happened. So basically in September, at least the end of September, I broke up with my ex-partner and moved out, and it wasn't until about the middle of October that I actually got this place I'm in now. So I spent a couple of weeks sort of between my friend's house and between different friends' houses, and obviously between some family as well, which was an experience in itself after having my own house for like 15 years and never having to depend on anyone or ask for help. It was bizarre being in that position where I had to ask for any help of anyone. So yeah, it was an experience, and it really opened up my eyes to kind of who my real friends were, who my real family were, who really cared, really. And I just want to thank a couple of people on this video, because these people really mean the world to me. I mean, they did everything for me. I want to mention Chris Hartley, James Butler, and Wayne from the Rapaga channel. They were just amazing, mate. They were just amazing people. All of them basically gave me a couch to crash on or a bed to sleep in, and some of them even gave me the house key. It was such a difficult time. It was great to have a friendship like that from these people, and to have them being so selfless. So like I said, I want to say a massive thank you to these people, especially for the level of support as well, like moral support, and like the advice I was given was really, really helpful, and it's got me to the place that I am now. And life's pretty good. I must admit, a lot's changed. I got back into fitness. I think I lost about 3.5 stone. So I'm possibly about 3.5 stone lighter than I was probably in the last proper video, which is pretty incredible that, the weight kind of just dropped off. I think initially it was stress, but then I kind of just got into a really good diet and a really good regime again. So I'm feeling happy on that front, certainly healthier than I was 4 or 5 months ago. So life's been great. I've been building a new life entirely, basically, even building relationships at work again, and just making the most of things and just building a new life. And it's been really refreshing to kind of just have a complete fresh start, a new slate, and just get to know who I am again and get to know kind of what I want out of life again, which is really, really good. Lockdown 2.0 was a big deal. I think I spent about a month of just going to work, coming home, and just spending time on my own for about a month. So lockdown, like I said, the second lockdown really helped. I'm really thankful that actually I got to spend more time at work due to that lockdown, because I think I'd have gone crazy if I'd have spent too much time at home. I think being home on a weekend and an evening wasn't too bad, especially like video calls and ringing people all the time and stuff. Like, I was never off the phone, so I always had company, which was great. But at the same time, like I say, it was great to kind of reflect and just have that time alone, just to kind of find out what I even wanted anymore, what I wanted my new life to be after such a colossal change. So I don't know if many people know, people that follow the channel probably do, that I was due to get married this year in May. So like I say, a lot kind of changed. It naturally, there was a massive change in life, and like I say, you got a new place. This place is really great. It's in the middle of a village. The links are really great for work. It's really good to get to different places. And in general, you've got everything that you need around you. And there's just great places to walk and stuff like that. So I couldn't be happier where I'm living. It just really is stunning around here and really, really nice. And it's just peaceful and quiet. And I've got to know the neighbours really well as well. There's a few neighbours that are actually friends with my friends. And it's been really cool to get to know them and just kind of feel like there's a bit of a community going on as well. Like, you know, we actually do know each other. It's not a case of moving in somewhere you don't know your neighbours very well. So it's been, like I say, really great, and just building relationships with people and building a new life, which is why the collecting has not been a big thing lately. I don't think it will be as big as it was previously. I think there's always going to be adjustments to this room, and I'm always going to be buying games occasionally. But I really do feel like a completely different person. I think that this transition since last September has just changed me in a big way. And as much as this game room is always going to exist, it's always going to be a big part of my life, it's always going to be that hobby in the background, I do feel that there's more things going on at the moment, and I think there's more things that I'm interested in now compared to, like, let's say 6 months ago. I mean, I really want to go on some track days, some like Tesla track days and stuff like that. I just think that'd be really, really exciting, and there's just so much more I want to do, including traveling. So yeah, it's just really exciting, and it's just nice to kind of have other passions going on, because I think this hobby, I think it's fair to say it took over for about 5 years. I think between 2015 and the middle half of last year, that was kind of all that I did. You know, CEX, car boots, and buying things off eBay, and going to retro events and talking about games all the time. And don't get me wrong, the journey was incredible from 2015 until last year. But like I say, I think naturally now I'm not saying it's coming to a close, because it's not. I love editing, I love making videos, but I think the channel's just going to be not as predominant as it was before. I think it's going to be, there'll be a video maybe once a month, that kind of thing, and pickups here and there. So I just want to be honest really with everyone that's subscribed. And the thing is, I think it's easy to forget that this is not a numbers game. It's not that I've got 700 people nearly that watch the channel. It's a case of these people are real. I mean, I meet them at events all the time. People always come up to me and mention the channel and talk about how they've been watching for years. So this is a real deal, and that's why I think it's quite important just to be honest about where the channel's going in the future, rather than people assuming, you know, car boot things will be back and everything else, because due to COVID anyway, that's not probably going to happen this year anyway. It's going to be another strange year, I think. But without putting too much of a damper on it, I do have some hope, and I am really optimistic that at the end of this year we will get normality back, and hopefully we'll have some retro events to attend, and hopefully I can meet some of you at these retro events. It'd be really, really cool. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're keeping safe. Genuinely, like, I really hope that everyone's safe and well. I think the last 12 months has made people kinder, nicer, and more patient. It's certainly made me a better person. I think not only the transition of what's been going on and stuff has made me a better person, I think I'm less selfish than I was 12 months ago. And I think I care about people more now, and I think about people more. And I think that's a good thing. And I think, like I say, there is a silver lining to what's gone on with this pandemic. And I think it's made us closer as people. And I think it's brought this country together in a big and optimistic way. So I'm sure you're feeling the same, or at least something similar to that. I think it's certainly not just me that feels like that. But yeah, gaming, I'm thinking, so obviously I'm not going back to work. The schools are closed. I've been told it's going to be a minimum of 6 weeks. Who knows, it could be even longer. So I think I'm going to do some gaming. I think I might start a few games again. I've not played a proper game for probably around 6 months, other than Tony Hawk's, you know, kind of dropping in and dropping out. So I think I'm going to start some games again, just to burn some time. So everything's cool. I've managed to bubble up with someone, so that's really cool. And I'm sure we'll get through this time. I'm sure it's going to be difficult at times, but at the same time, I think we just need to remain optimistic and just kind of get on with it and just do what we need to do to eliminate this virus and get some normality back. So going back to the game room tour, I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of people have been saying about, you know, the fact there's a lack of commentary on there, and that's mainly due to time. It had taken me another 3 days over Christmas, and I didn't want to spend the days over Christmas doing that. In all honesty, I really made the most of the Christmas break in catching up with friends and family and stuff like that. Obviously as socially distanced as possible, but I did really make the most of it, because I had a funny feeling that we were going to come into this new year and there was a high possibility, or at least a probability, of having another lockdown. So I really made the most of that. So I really made the most of that time, and there is really no regrets regarding that. I had such a great time with friends, particularly James. Me and him spent a lot of time together. So I think pickups will continue after April. A PS5 will definitely appear at some point this year. That's inevitable at some point. It'll just be when they drop a really good game that it's like, I can't ignore the fact that, you know, I need to get a PS5 to play it. So PS5 will be a thing this year. And continuing the collecting. I mean, there's still a lot to buy. Probably not games, it's probably more little niche items and consoles and stuff, little variants. But I think this hobby will never go away because there's always something to buy, something to tweak, or something even to mod. And that's the cool thing about this channel. It's always going to be a varied set of videos on different things, you know, and that's what's really cool and keeps it fresh. At the same time, it's called the Man Cave UK, so there's no reason why I can't have vinyl in there, even Blu-rays from time to time, which I kind of want to start doing that because occasionally a Blu-ray will come out, it'll be a good movie that I enjoy. I just want to speak about the movie and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. And music was my original love and passion back in the day, and it'd be cool just to kind of talk about vinyl and music in general as well in the future. I think that'd be a really cool thing to cover on this channel. But like I say, this is more me on camera, just saying I hope everyone's well, and I am still around. I didn't go away forever. It isn't that you're just going to see these videos of montages of my new place and the man cave and, you know, different things. It's going to be proper videos coming. This channel's going to be a different vibe now. You know, there's a reason why I've called it the Man Cave 2.0, and it's because it is almost like Gareth 2.0, and I think he were born throughout lockdown 2.0. So going forward, this is going to be a pretty different channel, different vibes. But do you know what? I think it's going to be better. Take care, guys, and I'll be back again very soon.